For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FIFA 22 Ultimate Team coins, then please do check out u7buy.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at the checkout for 12% off your order. Yes then, YouTube, we are back, and what we've got for you today is the best custom tactics you are ever going to use, and we are back to the tried and trusted 4-2-2. So the 4-2-2 is a personal favourite of mine, and I think it's a personal favourite for a lot of you guys as well, mainly because, in my opinion, it's the best and most balanced formation on FIFA 22. There's always a formation every year, whether it be like the 5-3-2, was it last year? I can't remember, but the 5-3-2, the 4-1-2-1-2, narrow 4-3-1-2, the 4-2-2 this year. There's always a formation every year on FIFA that is the most overpowered and that works the best on that specific FIFA. And this year, for me, is the 4-2-2. So this is how I set my team up in games. So I have R9 and Team of the Season Mane up front is pay to win, I know. Mbappe on the left, Messi on the right. Hullet and Team of the Season Bernardo Silva as the 2 CDMs. Yes, very attacking. And then, of course, the back four, pretty obvious. So the custom tactics that I use on the defensive style, a balanced style where your team presses the ball to the middle of the pitch and your team shape is neutral. And by the way, these do work on both new gen and old gen, and also they do work on the pay to win and the road to glory, because I do play both. I play the pay to win on the Xbox old gen, road to glory on my PS5 new gen, so they work on both. So yeah, make sure you know that as we're watching this video. So yeah, balance on the defensive style. I never really changed from that. If any of you guys watch my custom tactics videos, you will know I never really changed from the balanced. I find it to be the most balanced, shock, pardon the pun, and the most overpowered. Works the best for me. I like to be in control of my defense and the way I'm defending, so balanced is the way to go. The width then, YouTube, I do play 55 on the defensive style width. I do actually play a little bit wider, and there is a reason for this, okay? There is method to the madness. So 55 on the width. Adjust your defensive team shape to be balanced. You may find that one-on-one situations are more common when you don't have the ball. What basically happens is you have your 2 CDMs in the middle of the pitch with the 4-2-2. If you up that width just a little bit, it then goes just a little bit wider. And for me, the way I like to defend, and it will work for you as well if you're using the 4-2-2, it just then makes it easier to defend with it. So very important that as long as you anywhere between 45 and 55, really, just use your preference. But for me, the way I use it now, 55 on the width. The depth, YouTube, again, is also on 55. We can afford to be a little bit aggressive, like more on the aggressive side, so a little bit higher on the depth than what would be like the balance 50. The reason for that, we do have the 2 CDMs. Instead of it being like a 4-3-1-2 or a 4-4-2 where you've got the centre mids, with the 4-2-2, you do have the 2 CDMs, so that's very important that you can then up the depth. You have that insurance policy, as I like to call it. That insurance policy is the 2 CDMs means we can afford to be a little bit more aggressive. So 55 on the depth. King Bob is your uncle. Remember, guys, when we find the happy medium G spot, we take the inch and we run a mile with it. Build-up play. It's always going to be balanced on the build-up play for me. Long ball, though, I've been experimenting with long ball. Long ball is very good. Very good. But I just personally think that balanced is better. This tactic is used for a balanced team that maintains this formation. Players will support and make runs when they think it's the right time to do so. Basically, they will make runs when I tell them to do so with like the L1/LB passes. And if they don't think it's the right time, they won't then burst forward, so you're left open for the counter-attack. So that's why, for me, balanced will always be there 99% of the time for me. And it should be for you. If you're using anything else, I would recommend long ball. Fast build-up, slow build-up. Shocking. You know what time it is, YouTube. You know what time it is. Direct passing. It's funny, man. As I say, I do drop a lot of custom tactics video. I like to do like 1 or 2 a week, because I do feel like they do soft patch the game like every week. So tactics do change and stuff like that. Some weeks I like direct passing, some weeks I don't. This weekend league just gone that I did finish. I did get red Cancelo, by the way, which I was quite happy about. Direct passing worked for me. So direct passing is back. Once the team enters the attacking zone with possession, players will create chances by making runs for passes into space behind the opposing back line. Strikers who are fast with a good attacking positioning attribute are the best at this tactic. This just basically means that your forward players, including your Lam and Ram, will just run in behind a lot more than if they were to be on balance, basically. And I like that. Because when you got to think about it in a football sense, okay? When your forward players are running in behind, it does then leave space in the middle of the pitch for your like Lam and your Ram, whichever one then isn't running in behind, to just have that free roam, which you'll see in the player instructions, to have that free roam, and it just works, trust me, okay? So direct passing. Width, 55. I've got a thing with 55 at the minute. I don't know why, but yeah, 55 on the width. Adjust your offensive team shape to be balanced for generic positioning to give you the more varied attacking options. I like to think that my lamb and my ram, I don't want them too wide, so I don't want it up in the 60, but I want them a little bit wider than the preset 50 with a 4-2-2. So 55 in the middle. Works wonders for me, and it'll work wonders for you. Players in the box, of course, it's going to be on 7. The reason for that, you see all 4 of the players in the box there on the graphic. I want that. I want my lamb, my ram, and my 2 strikers in the box when I'm running down the line. I want them in the box. Simple method to the madness. The more players you have in the box, in my opinion, the more likely you are to score a goal, right? The more likely you are for the ball to rebound to you. Goal. Simple as that. And then if you're going to take anything from the video, please lower your corners and free kicks down from 3 and 3 to 2 and 2. Trust me, trust me, trust me. It helps you tenfold. So that's the custom tactics that I use with the 4-2-2. Player instructions, okay? This is where it gets interesting. Stay central, get in behind, and come back on defence on my strikers, okay? So, stay central, get in behind, and come back on defence. I like to have them on come back on defence because I want that gap between my 2 strikers and my 2 CDMs to be as short as possible. You see there is quite a big gap between the CDMs and the 2 strikers. I want that gap to be closed off as much as I can. So, having the strikers on come back on defence, even though you might think it's a defensive thing, it's actually with the offense in mind. So remember that. This is where it does get interesting, okay? It's always come back on defense and get into the box for cross on my lamb and my ram. Always, always, always. But so I then have my Messi on free roam. So even though it's my ram, it could be your lamb. Just whoever you think out of your lamb and your ram is more suited to playing that number 10 cam position, put them on free roam. So obviously for me, it's my team of the season, team of the year, Messi. He's on free roam, and then of course Mbappe is on stick to position. It just helps with the fluidity of the 4-2-2. It helps to be like more unpredictable in the attack, which of course will then help you guys out. And then I do then play just cover centre. That is it. That's the only thing I put on my 2 CDMs. But this is where you need to take your own initiative. If you do struggle defensively, put one of them on stay back while attacking. Put whichever one is your more defensive-minded CDM. Excuse me, put them on stay back while attacking. So for me, I'd probably actually put Hullet on stay back while attacking. But I don't. I always leave them both on just balanced and then cover centre. And then last but not least, I do then play stay back while attacking on both my fullbacks. Of course, of course, of course. And comes for crosses and sweeper keeper for my goalkeeper. And that right there is the best custom tactics you guys are going to use for the team of the season for more wins. If you did enjoy this video, please, please, please make sure to drop a like on it. Hit that subscribe button to my channel. It would mean the world. And hit that bell so you do get a notification every time I do drop a brand new video. Also, do check out Luke1977.com. He does sponsor my YouTube channel and my streams. Use the code WOLF20 for 20% off everything off the website. Link down in the description below. Thank you for watching, guys. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.